There's men that will give you the bare minimum on purpose. On purpose. You want to know why?
I want to hear your thoughts concerning this video because a lot of people had so many interesting points to say concerning men purposely giving women the bare minimum in order to get what they want from women quickly. And this video is going to be exposing the psychology of a bare minimum man, a man who loves to give limited resources to women in order to get what he wants from women or use women. I'm going to roll the clip, let's watch, then I'll be sharing my thoughts at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comment section and I'm going to see you guys in the end.
There's men that will give you the bare minimum on purpose. On purpose. You want to know why? Because they don't want to do it for you. They don't want to do anything for you. They know that you are not the one, but yet will still have you there, will still want to play like they want to be with you. When in reality, they're waiting for the girl they actually want to give the world to. This is why you do not beg and cry for men to do things for you. And as soon as a man start give you the bare minimum, you disappear. You don't explain a single thing to that man. You disappear. Okay? You have to understand and believe there's men that will give you the world. But if you do not understand that, baby, you will always attract men that will give you the bare minimum. Okay? You will always attract a man that will give you the bare minimum.
What I'm about to be telling you guys is going to hurt a lot of your feelings. But men know the women they spoil. Men know the women they give princess treatment to. If a guy isn't giving you princess treatment, it's because he believes deep in his heart that you're not worth it. Men are not dumb. The problem is we women, we are so delusional. And men, the game they play is they are going to give you the bare minimum. They want to give you limited resources in order to get what they want from you.
Bare minimum. All right. So ladies, listen up, pay close attention. And do better. Number one, it's an ego boost for him. It's an ego boost for him because he knows that he can have you as an option. You know what I mean? And he knows that you're always going to be there to take him back, even though he doesn't do anything to deserve any of you. Number two, because you don't have standards for yourself and respect yourself, he knows that he can disrespect you and treat you any kind of way. All right? He knows that he can leave you on red. He knows that he can ghost you for about a week or two. And, you know, when he's ready to come back into your life or hit you back with a text, he know that you're going to be right there. You know what I mean? Because you don't respect yourself enough. And he's not going to reap any consequences for disrespecting you. And number three, he knows that you're going to give him full access. Full access as if you his wife or his woman, even though he hasn't committed to you in the slightest. Sis, do better. Like a share part 2.
You need to train yourself to be repulsed by bare minimum effort. He thinks it's difficult to plan a simple date with you? Man the hell up. He thinks he's earned your body just because he bought you a pasta dish? Horrific. He thinks it's okay for you to feel like anything else except for a queen? Send him to the landfill. If he's too lazy to put the work in to earn you, he is not worthy of being in your presence. Stop this nonsense of, oh, he's hot, but he doesn't put any effort in. Low effort isn't hot. It's disgusting. Oh, I just like the ones who don't like me. No, you've just conditioned your brain to only accept unavailable men because you don't think you're worthy of the king who wants you. Retrain your brain, babe. Lose the ability to even speak the language of dusty men. Oh, you want me to come over at 11:15 at night when you haven't even taken me out? I don't speak that language you're speaking. I only speak princess. And when you do this, you become an energetic match for the king you're looking for. And he shows up.
Sometimes these men are doing these gestures not because they want you as a wife or a priority, but because they want to keep you as an option. You can tell a man is trying to keep you as an option because that nigga will do the bare minimum shit. They will breadcrumb you with just enough to keep you interested, but not enough to prove or show you that they're actually focusing on you. You'll find the moments you're thinking like, Tyrone a call, won't he? He'll start to learn how long he can go without really giving you attention, how long he can go without taking you on a real date. And that's what he's going to give you, because this man doesn't have you in his life because he wants you as a wife. He has you in his life because he needs you as an option. Some love having options. And I'm gonna be honest, some of y'all the Tuesday girl. He really ain't ghosting you for real. He got a pattern. He gonna hit you up around Monday, make sure you free on Tuesday, come over and you won't hear from him until like Sunday because he got to set up Tuesday again. He really ain't going ghost. He just don't with you like that.
A lot of men are only gonna do what they have to do to get what they desire, okay? If they can do the bare minimum and still get everything, many, not all, but many will stop right there. I think some of you think, well, okay, if he's serious, he'll push and do more. No, no. Again, men are pretty much, all right, if this can get me that, and I'm good with that, that's it. This above and beyond for what? Even in life in general, you have to understand, I'm a believer, this is my personal belief, that the vast majority of men are just looking to live comfortable. They don't have a mentality of, I gotta do more. That's not even how they're wired. They just want to do enough to be comfortable and content.
The psychology behind a bare minimum men. Since most of the people that view my content are women, I'm going to try to shed some light on this narrative and help you guys understand the psychology behind a man who is bare minimum. First and foremost, the bare minimum man will give you enough to keep you interested, but not enough to show you any sense of real commitment or security. This is someone who is psychologically and emotionally dangerous because they've mastered the art of balance. The texting and communication is very sporadic and random. The plans are very vague and arbitrary, and the affection he decides to give you is very measured in careful doses of just enough. It's all a game of confusion and ambiguity, which leaves you constantly questioning his intentions toward you, his feelings toward you, and your place in his life. This leads you to a state of perpetual uncertainty where you become addicted to the highs of his sporadic attention and the lows of his frequent disappearances. This leaves you craving more, wanting more, needing more, yet at the same time you're uncertain if he's even able to give more. Another thing that the bare minimum man has mastered is the seduction of uncertainty. That ambiguity and uncertainty keeps some women on their toes by creating a sense of anticipation and excitement that is hard to resist. Yet this uncertainty and ambiguity breeds a certain level of anxiety in which you don't know whether to hold on or to let go. One of the main reasons as to why this is possible and it happens is because of an addiction to potential. What I mean by that is the bare minimum man is an expert at showing glimpses of the things he could do potentially, the commitment that he could show her, the relationship that he could create for her, the memories he could share with her. And unfortunately, this is the vision that a lot of women are captivated by. They're captivated by the vision that could be, the potential, not what actually is. And I don't blame them. It's an intoxicating idea. The notion that you're the one who inspires change in someone, it's very fulfilling. So as a result, what do women do? They invest time, they invest effort, and they invest energy, hoping that the potentiality could become an actuality. Let me just say this, if a man who does not want to change on his own, nothing you could ever do to him will ever make him want to change. So there was a little bit of the psychology behind the bare minimum man. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, or share this with someone who you think might find it interesting.
We end up being with guys where it's like, they're not ready to date. They don't actually, and it's not a personal thing about you. They just don't want anyone.
No,
they don't want the responsibility and the effort and the work it takes to be in a relationship. And we just have to, and they will not end it because they don't want to be the bad guy and red.
Not just
but
that,
you unintentionally become the bad guy.
They won't end it because they're getting away with it.
Exactly.
Like, if they can get away
and that's
with
so
it.
cruel.
Look, you know, if they can get away with doing the bare minimum and getting their sucked, then they're going to do that. This is what I go back to the non-negotiables. What do you want and how do you want to be treated? And if someone doesn't measure up to that, you have to be willing to let them go. You have to be willing to understand that what they are showing you, that's who they are.
Yeah.
Their actions are telling you everything you need to know, and you can give them a million billion chances and it's not going to make any difference because exactly like you said, they are not ready. They are not ready and they don't have the level of like maturity, respect, consideration to be a good boyfriend.
But the one thing that men are not afraid to do is use the same method on women.
And this is one of the biggest mindset shifts that helps a lot of my clients. I always mention that before you go off in your feelings about the way this man is treating you, the way that he's approaching you, the way he's courting you, you need to keep it in mind that the reason he's trying it with you, is because he's done it before, plenty of times sometimes, and it worked. Do you understand me? It worked with another woman. That doesn't mean it has to be you. All I'm saying is once you recognize that it's not personal, once you recognize it's not necessarily an insult to you in particular, once you recognize that he's just a bare minimum guy, he's just someone that's not up to par for what your requirements are, you are able to just walk away guilt-free, anger-free. You don't even bother. You don't even flinch. You're like, oh, okay, just another Dusty that thinks that, like, I'm going to settle for him. And that's it. You move on with your life. It's very simple.
Why is it that we'll accept things from our significant others that we would never accept from anybody the fuck else? You ask your partner not to cheat. You ask them for more words of affirmation, love, time, affection. They can't do that, and you will stay your ass right there. If you needed onions for a recipe and Target said, well, we don't have any, you would go to Walmart. And if Walmart said, we possess onions, but we just can't give it to you, you'd say, what the fuck? And then you would go to Kroger's. Why? Because you adjust and adapt to the things that you need. If you had a taste for pizza and Pizza Hut refused to serve you, you would not stay in the lobby for 5 to 7 years hoping that they would change their mind. Yet you ask your partner not to fuck other people, and that's somehow something you're willing to accept. The only reason you'll accept something less than what you deserve is because you don't think you're good enough to receive anything better. And you're not. Until you believe you are. The moment that you believe that you deserve better, you'll start to require that. And if the person that you're with can't give that to you, you'll adjust, you'll adapt, and you'll find it elsewhere, like you would in any other scenario.
Since a lot of guys want to use the bare minimum in order to get what they want from women, a lot of women are accepting the bare minimum and settling for the bare minimum because they really love the guy. They want to make the relationship work. They don't want to be single. They are scared of being single. They are scared of being alone. So women have purposely settled for the bare minimum. And because they have settled for the bare minimum, men are taking it to their advantage so much that whenever a woman wants to be spoiled, or when she feels like she deserves more for herself, she wants more, she wants a high value man who's going to give her the princess treatment or provide more than the bare minimum, guys automatically label her as a gold digger. They label her as somebody who they can be in a relationship with. And if there's one thing that I'm going to guarantee you guys, you don't have to ask for too much from any guy who genuinely wants to be with you. The truth is, a guy who really loves you and cares about you will give you all of these things without you having to ask. The problem is, a lot of us, we are asking from the wrong guys. We are asking from the wrong people. We are expecting the wrong people to treat us right, whereas they won't do it. They are used to giving the bare minimum. And when a guy meets you for the first time as a girl, he wants to give you the bare minimum. Trust me, men are going to test you to see the type of girl that you are. They want to know the kind of resources that they can use to get you. Every man who is coming to get you is coming with a strategy. He's coming with a strategy on how he's going to get you. So you have to be very smart. When a guy has mastered his strategy on how he's going to get you, he's going to first of all start by giving you the bare minimum to see if you're going to be the one to take it. To see if you're the type of woman who doesn't know her worth, who doesn't know her value. And a lot of us girls, we have been craving the bare minimum. In fact, we are falling for the bare minimum. And guys know this. So they are going to test you with the bare minimum. And the reason he's testing you with the bare minimum is because he has done it to other girls and it has worked. He has used the bare minimum to get other girls and it has worked. So when he comes and meets you, he's going to also be giving you the bare minimum. So what do you have to do? You have to stand out. And when they use the bare minimum to get what they want from you, they sit amongst their homeboys and laugh about it. They sit with their friends and laugh at you, make jokes about the fact that girls are stupid. They talk about how women are stupid. Do you guys know that there are a lot of men who view women to be very stupid? Like, there are guys who see women as dumb. They see women as dull creatures that they can easily deceive and manipulate. I've heard a lot of men say in public, women are stupid. Women are so dull. Women are dumb. Women can easily be deceived. Those are some of the things they say. So they believe that they can actually manipulate you. They believe that they can play you. They believe that they have all the tactics to use to get what they want from you. Men underestimate women. If you guys know the extent to which men underestimate women, you're going to be scared. There are a lot of men who see women as beneath them. They look at women as objects, as games that they can play with for an ego boost, for a dopamine hit. This type of men who love to give women the bare minimum do not like women who know their worth. They don't like women who want more for themselves. That's why when they meet a girl who demands more, they cannot handle that kind of woman. Make you feel like you're too materialistic, you're demanding too much. But let me tell you guys something. Once a guy meets his dream girl, or once a guy meets the girl of his dreams, the girl he loves, the girl he can literally do anything to be with, he is going to give more. So if you're in a relationship with a guy and he's not giving you, there's some relationships where the guy isn't giving the bare minimum and the girl isn't also bringing anything to the table. This isn't only one-sided. A lot of men and women give the bare minimum in relationships. Any woman or any guy who is giving the bare minimum in a relationship is because she probably doesn't have enough to bring to the table, or she probably doesn't love you. Those two things. This is why I always say, if you're not ready to take care of a woman as a guy, if you're not ready to take care of a woman, and if a girl, you're not ready to be in a relationship with a man and play the role of a woman and be in your feminine energy, do not get into a relationship. That's why I always tell guys, don't date if you know you're broke. Don't date if you're not having the capabilities financially, emotionally, or mentally to please a woman and satisfy her. Don't get into a relationship when you're not ready. Even as a girl, don't date a guy if you're not ready. As a girl, don't be in a relationship with a guy and you don't have anything to bring to the table other than your body. If you're not ready, take out time, heal, get to know yourself, love yourself, and eventually you're going to meet someone at the right time who's going to love you, and both of you guys are just going to bond. So besties, I hope you guys love watching this video and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure you drop your thoughts on the comment section. Make sure you drop your opinions, your doubts, everything, put it in the comment section. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your thoughts on the comment section, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you.